Wednesday? Tuesday. Oh gosh, it's already started. I'm just taking my break just now. I needed a cup of tea, I needed some warmth, and I needed to step away from the computer. People that work within the same company need to remember that they work for the same company and to stop fighting one another. I'm kind of past the point that if someone starts coming back and giving me grief, to kind of fight them. So I just pass it on to my team leader and I'm like, hey, can you deal with this? And so, well, my supervisor. So I've sent her on something where one of the other people from another team has come back giving me like some serious grief. And she totally handled it like a champ. She was just like, yep, forward it on, send any evidence, blah, blah, blah. And she's just gone to the person to be like, look, what the hell? Why are you giving us so much sass? And, like, we all work for the same company. Surely we should be working to get the same end result. But clearly that's not happening. And clearly I have a different thought process from other people. So that's one less thing I now don't have to worry about unless there's some form of retaliation, because they're going to know it was me that went to my supervisor, because I've been the only one dealing with them recently. Like, my name is all over those emails. But if there is any form of retaliation, then that just shows what a person they are, and I can just take it to my supervisor again. Today is nothing special. I am doing my normal 10-6. I did not wake up any earlier, thank goodness. Really struggled to get out of bed this morning, mind you. And when I finish work at 6, I'm headed to the library to return some books. I could refresh them and get them out for longer because I haven't actually finished them. But I've decided just to return them and then start working through some of the books I have just now. I have a lot of Christmas themed books that my mum has passed on to me, so I'd actually really like to start reading them. But I'm going to go to the library straight after I finish work, and then hopefully by the time I am done in the library, I'll probably still look around to see if there's any new books or any new craft books. My library seems to have a quite, not a brilliant selection, but it's got a decent selection of like knitting books and crochet books. So I'll have a wee look around, pass some time, and then I will ask Scott to message me when he's at passing a certain train stop. And then I know to leave the library and head to pick him up at the train station. And then after that, we're nipping to a couple of shops because we need some things like kitchen towels, cleaning supplies, that kind of thing. Then it's home to make dinner. I took 2 chicken breasts out of the freezer, so we'll probably something with rice. I would like something with rice. Scott may want pasta, in which case he can put the pasta on. And then it is chill for the rest of the evening. I did start a sweater for my oldest goddaughter last night. I am working on the raglan increases. I showed a little bit last night, but that clip will get sped up, so I don't know how much of it you'll see, and it's on a very short needle. I think it's like on a 40cm cable, so quite a short cable. But tomorrow, when I finish work, I'll be having dinner and then I'll be heading down the road to my parents. On Thursday, we are having an in-office day, because technically 2 teams have now merged together. My team and another team have merged together, even though their department used to sit in my team. I say my team like it's my team. It's not. It's just easier to say it that way. The department we've merged with, they used to sit in our team, so that's a little bit ironic. But we're going to go meet everyone because the 2 teams haven't actually met in person. A couple of people won't be there, which is unfortunate, but they can't make us go in. A lot of us, our contract actually states our place of work is our homes, so they can't force us to go in. I'm just going in because it'd be quite nice to see some of the people because I haven't seen them in about 3 when did I become a home worker? 2019? Yeah, so March of 2019 I haven't seen some of my colleagues. So it'd be really nice to catch up with some of them and meet the new guys. But yeah, Friday I will be back working in the house. Saturday, we now have plans for Saturday and I'm so excited. We are going to go see The Nightmare Before Christmas on the big screen. We are going to the cinema. And then we're going to the cinema the week after that because Scott's mum wants to go see Violent Night, which severely surprises me. Like that, like, really? So yeah, we're headed up to Glasgow on Saturday morning because it's at 10:30. So we'll need to take traffic into consideration. So we'll probably be up about 8:30 just to be on the safe side. I'd rather arrive way early and go for like a cup of tea than arrive even like 5 minutes late. Even though I know for a fact the cinema, like the movie will not start bang on 10:30. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm going to go into Hobbycraft because it's up by a couple of shops. I'd like to get some big chunky, I'm thinking big chunky wooden beads because I've made a necklace. I've knitted a necklace and I want to knit a couple more and do like different variations and stuff. So I'd like some big chunky beads to put at the end of the ties. And then on Sunday, I don't think we've got any plans on Sunday. Maybe that's when we'll do the Christmas lights. Oh, I've got really dry skin today. I sneezed and I split my lip open. It hurt. But I put lip balm on and it's fine. I'll just need to keep making sure I put lip balm on because the weather dropped overnight. I hope to have put in the clip of our frozen over water feature. Right, what time is it? I better get my booty back to work. Talk to y'all soon. Good evening, everybody. It is not long past 20 to 10. We have been out. So my car was frosted over. Well, okay, so first of all, I could not find my car windscreen protector. I had given, unbeknownst to me, I had given mine to Scott, which had been in his car for months, since last winter. And it was in my hall, because Scott doesn't have his car just now. And I didn't know that. But I knew we had another one still in a sealed bag in the kitchen. Because I saw it when I was cleaning up a couple of weeks ago. But couldn't remember where I cleaned it away to. No. So I was faffing around trying to find that after I finally finished work. And then I knew it was going to be super cold outside. I knew I was going to have to de-ice my car, my windscreen. So I tried to find a pair of mittens. because when I drove my car the other day, just touching my steering wheel was so cold, and I was just like, nope, don't wanna. So ran upstairs trying to find my mittens. I looked in the room and I looked at where I thought I'd put the box. Didn't see the box, so went and looked in my cupboard. Wasn't that box. And then I looked back and I was like, how did I miss that? It was literally just to the right of where I was looking. So I've got a pair of mittens now in my car, which is good. I'm going to need them for tomorrow. I was going to say something. So yeah, finally found the windscreen protector, finally found the mittens, and I managed to run out the door and get to the library. I don't know if any of the clips I took on my mobile are actually usable, because apparently like I am super anxious about recording out and about. So we'll see if those clips are salvageable or not. If you happen to see some footage of out and about, then clearly it was something that usable. And then picked Scott up at the station, and then we headed out to the it's kind of like Linwood, and we went to Poundland for a couple of bits and pieces. We went into Mathland because Scott is determined to find a grey shirt. He bought this really gorgeous waistcoat, and we both think like a dark grey shirt would work really, really well with it. But they only have like super light grey, and it would not work. Then we went to Home Bargains, and basically we just needed to pick up some bits and pieces. It's rumoured that we're going to get what has lovingly been called Beast from the East, which was probably the worst snow I've ever experienced in my life. Considering when I used to live with my parents, we've always lived by the water, so anytime it snows, it's gone within hours. And this snow, holy heck, it closed everything. I phoned in to work, I was like, I'm not coming in. Then my company shut every building, like every building. We had 2 in my town at that point and 1 in Glasgow. All of them got shut. So it's rumoured that we're in for another Beast from the East, which basically just means temperature's going to plummet. Stock up now if you need stuff. I'm probably going to bottle up some water just to make sure. We've got a wee gas stove in case the electricity goes out for any reason. Thanks Mum for that one. I probably should have bought some bottles of water, but oh well, hindsight. But just picked up a couple of things that we genuinely needed. So I needed kitchen roll, cleaner, like kitchen cleaner, cheese, we needed cheese, bread. I like to have some bread in the freezer, mind you. And I do have a loaf in the freezer, but I like to have an emergency loaf. But yeah, there's a couple of bits and pieces that we had to get. I also got some de-icer, because when I was de-icing my car, mine's one of those, like, kind of like what you would get as a cleaning bottle of, like, spray with the trigger. I got 2 squirts, and then the trigger broke. I was like, well, what use is that? I'm not just going to pour it over my screen. So I now have de-icer. I also got a wee bit of, like, de-icing salt, because last year it got really, really bad. And a lot of my neighbours are elderly, and I don't want them slipping and falling. So I got a wee bit of salt. But yeah, all of that to say, I'm now home. I have had dinner. I am trying to heat up. The heating was on for a little bit. I was fine. Now it's got really cold again. So I'm going to do my Advent. There we are. Ooh, crunchy. I don't mind a crunchy. Crunchy's quite good. Put that there. And where is number 6 on this one? 6. Right, I've moved all the yarn. I moved it away so that I could sit this side, but this is gorgeous. I hope it's not going to show up because the light is behind me. But this is a really gorgeous... Let's see if I can turn you around and show you. I'll flip the box over because white's always a good background. Oh yeah, see? Much better. That is really gorgeous. Becky is really knocking these out of the park this year. These are absolutely stunning colours. And I really, really cannot wait to cast on my cat vent. But like I said, I'm putting that off until I've got a couple more projects done and dusted. Let's pop you back, make sure you don't fall. I was gonna tell you what pattern I've used for my oldest goddaughter's sweater, but you're sitting on my phone and my tablet is on charge. But it's just, I think it's like super basic raglan or basic raglan or something raglan. It's a freebie, and if you can access Ravelry, it's one where when you put in the requirements that are for a child, DK weight, free, and pullover sweater, and then you sort it by most projects, it's like the third option or something like that. Third or fourth. I'm pretty sure the main picture is like a navy or a black with some white stripes. So you can't really see, but it's the same colour I was making for baby goddaughter, littlest goddaughter. It's the exact same colour, but depending on how quickly I can knit these and churn them out, I would love to make at least another one for the oldest. Sometimes I just like to spoil her with so much love, because she was my first goddaughter. But yep, I'm just on the raglan increases just now. I think I've got at least another 6 increases to go, maybe. And we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to start editing yesterday's video and today's video, because once I'm finished work tomorrow, it's a case of making dinner and then hitting the road. I'm going back down to my parents because we have an in-office day on Thursday. Pretty sure I spoke about this earlier. To just meet the team. Yeah, I definitely spoke about this earlier. So I don't want to be dealing with rush hour traffic. I also don't want to be the last one in the office because I start the latest. I am the only person that starts at 10 o'clock in my team that I'm aware of. The new half of the team, there might be someone that works later, but I'm not aware of anyone working later. So I'm doing a shift slide that day, so I'll be going into the office for probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then because I'm going to be commuting to come back home, I get to leave a little bit earlier because my home is my office and therefore I should not be penalised and have my commuting time not included in my day. Or something to that effect. That's what my supervisor said. So it's going to be a busy 2 days. I don't know how much I'm going to get recorded because I'm going to be rushing to get down the road tomorrow. Oh, I can record the kiddies. And then on Thursday, I'm going to be in the office pretty much all day. And then I'll be driving home. But I'm going to try and get a wee clip of me doing the drive for Teresa, because I know how much Teresa likes watching my drive. Not me driving, just the drive. It's not the most exciting one. The best view is when you're coming down the Langbank Straight and you've just got the view of the Clyde, all the way down the Clyde. And you can see Dumbarton, you know, well, if you know the area, you know Helensborough's further down. And then you can see, oh god, what's that little inlet called? I don't know. It's further around from Helensburgh. And you get the ferry across. Oh, I don't know. It's completely escaped me. But yeah, that's a really gorgeous view if you get it on the right day. But I'm going to be going down at 8 p.m. and it's already dark by like 4:30. 4 p.m, 4:30. So you're not going to see a damn thing apart from lights. So I don't know if I'm going to record the drive down, because especially on the motorway it is pitch black. You're just going to see headlights coming towards me. But I will do the drive home on the Thursday and include that in, obviously, sped up. But for now, I'm just going to sit and edit some videos, do a wee bit more knitting. Hopefully the heating will kick in here, but I'm also going to shove a blanket on. My hands are just so cold. Like, just can't heat my hands up at all. But yeah, just going to get cozy comfy and edit. So until tomorrow, thank you for watching. I hope you're having a good Advent as well. And I will, if you're watching and you continue to watch, see you tomorrow.